Hello, everyone, and most welcome to the great academic and knowledge world of Unacademy. My name is Dharmendra, and I want to welcome you on the behalf of the entire Unacademy team, where the millions and millions of the students are fulfilling their dreams. So, thank you so much. Many of you are watching right now, and many of you will be watching it later. So, I want to say my greetings to all of you. And guys, let me introduce myself. My name is Dharmendra, and I'm a plus educator here. Before I start my class, I would like to tell you something about me. That I'm giving sociology classes from last 20 years. It is around 20 years, and initially I was into the offline classes. Most of the uh, people who are preparing sociology optional wherever they are in India, I guess they must be doing the spelling of power is wrong. I'm so sorry, guys. It's power, taken as power. So I'm so sorry for this spelling mistake. It is on the technical part. So I would like to introduce myself. I'm Dharmendra, and I'm a plus educator. My referral code is DSO21, and presently I'm exclusively associated with only an academy. So if you want my regular classes, that is called, you want if you want to attend my classes daily, you have to get enrolled with my plus course. So my classes starts at English medium class starts at 8:30 morning AM, and Hindi medium class I give in like I'm a bilingual teacher, so I give my classes Hindi medium at 11 AM. So DSO21 is my code. And as you know that 6 years back only, this platform was started on Academy by Roman Saneji and Gaurav Munjalji. And just within 6 years, can you imagine that within 6 years, this startup is having a millions and millions of students in different courses. And initially, that competition was a very elite class things. Only those who can come to Delhi and they can pay lakhs of rupees to the different coaching and then spending thousands like 20, 30,000 rupees per month. Those who can stay for 3, 4 years in Delhi, they only can prepare for the civil services. But now, because of this Unacademy, this preparation has been made so easy that in whichsoever village, town, kasbah you are, without coming to Delhi, you are taking the best of the guidance from the best of the educators of this country. And with all humbleness, you can consider me one of them, and who is giving sociology classes from last 20 years to like any most noted offline coaching, and I was there as a teacher of sociology and social issues and social justice and essay. But finally, I am now only at an academy. So, friends, whenever I take my YouTube session or a special session, I always try to take a topic which is not only beneficial for the UPSC, but it should also be beneficial to the PCS exams, be it UPPCS or be it BPSC or be it Uttarakhand PCS or yeah, Jharkhand PCS. So I always try to take a topic which is not only concern of UPSC, but also it should cover not PCS also, along with the lecturership, net GRF, and all that lectureship and NetGRF. I try to cover these topics also. So friends, in that process, today I have chosen a topic for you, and that is called theory of power. This is a very, very famous theory, and I'm sure many of you may be aware of it also. So today I will give a little, understanding of my class that is called on the theory of power in sociology. As you know, power is considered to be, if you ask a day-to-day life, power is considered to be a subject matter of not sociology, but it's a political science. Because political science also studies this subject matter. But then there is a wing of sociology called political sociology. Political sociology, because politics is very much related to the society also. So political sociology is a wing of sociology which studies power, authority, and all, because power is integrated with the social structure. Without understanding social structure, you cannot understand power. So before I start the theory of power, some concepts are related with the power which we need to discuss. So first is, what is power? Definition of power. What is power? And you guys are also preparing for the power. Once you will become IAS and IPS, and then you will get a lot of power. PM is very powerful post we have. Then we have different ministers, and then we have a lot of big posts who holds big power in this country. So obviously power, drives a lot of things, a lot of people. It motivates people to get those posts. So before I start the theory of power, I would like to tell you what exactly power is. So let me tell you, then I will write it also so that you can note it. Power is a capacity of an individual. Power is a capacity of an individual through which they impose their will on others. I repeat, power is a capacity of an individual through which they impose their will on others, even with or without their will. This is called power. So please read it carefully. Power is a capacity of an individual through which they impose their will on others with or without their will. आपकी मर्जी हो या ना हो, उसका जो will है वो आप पे force करता है, and that is called power. This is called power. Now, power, there are three types of power. There are three types of power. Three types of power. First, it is called coercion, in which someone tries to impose their physical force. Coercion means physical force. Marunga, physical force. So you impose your will by the virtue of your physical force is called coercion. Second is influence. Out of respect you start following someone, influence. And third is manipulation. Manipulate करके लोग अपना काम करवाते हैं, manipulation. So guys, there are three types of power. One is coercion, second is influence, and third is manipulation. There's a difference, friends. There is a difference between power and authority. There's a difference between power and authority. Little difference, power and authority. Power and authority. What is the difference, friends? Power is a capacity to influence your will on others. That is power. Authority is legitimate power. Read it carefully. And इतना ही definition होता है. Legitimate power is authority. Legitimate power is authority. When power becomes legitimate, it becomes authority. So what is the difference between power and authority? Gunda is a power, whereas a police is an authority. Gunda is a power. Though he is powerful, they impose their will on us, but then they are not authority. Why? Because they do not have a legitimacy to impose their will on us. So the difference between the Gunda and police is that Gunda is a power, whereas police is an authority. So when the power becomes legitimate, it becomes authority. Now what is the difference, friends? Let me tell you. So let me change the page. So power becomes authority when it gets legitimacy. So there are four ways of getting legitimacy. Let me tell you how power becomes authority. So power becomes authority when, number one, when power becomes authority when number one, when when it is accepted by tradition. In sociology we call it traditional authority. When power is accepted by the tradition, that is called traditional authority. Second, it is accepted by law, like we have prime ministers, police and all. Then when it is accepted by the society, we have Robin Hoods. And last, when it is when it is beneficiary for the individual. जब कोई आपके काम की बात करता है तो आप उसकी बात मानने लगते हो. When it is beneficial for the individual, then it becomes power. So guys, power becomes authority due to four reasons. First, it is accepted by the tradition. Second, it is accepted by the law. Third, it is accepted by the society. And fourth, it is in the benefits of the individual. In the fourth this way that the power becomes authority. So these are then there is a like Jürgen Habermas has talked about legitimation crisis, and I'm not going into this because many of you may not have any sociology background, or you must be thinking. So in the special classes on the YouTube session, we always try to make a simple terminology. We try to use simple concepts so that you can understand whether sociology is a subject which can suit your nature or not. So technical words we usually avoid in the special classes and all. Same thing when you will join the special classes. So obviously it's a specialized classes, so I will take some of its core words of it also, legitimation crisis and all kind of things we use. So now friends, ultimately we want to come on the theory of power. So let's start with the first theory of power, as today's class is for theory of power. So friends, largely we have three theories on theory of power. So today I'm discussing one, and next I will discuss another one. That is a series. So today I will discuss, there largely we have three theories. First theory is called as constant sum theory. Constant sum theory. Second comes variable theory. Variable sum theory. Second is variable sum theory. And third is called as elite theory. Third is elite theory. So largely we have three theories of power in political sociology. First is constant sum theory, second is variable sum theory, and third is elite sum theory. Elite theory. So let's start with the constant sum theory. What constant sum theory says? Constant sum theory. क्या constant sum theory क्या कहता है? Constant sum theory कहता है, this theory was proposed by Karl Marx and Max Weber. This theory was proposed by Karl Marx and Max Weber. What they say? Karl Marx says कि power is like a cake. Constant का मतलब क्या आता है? जो बदल नहीं सकता, fix. The literal meaning of constant is fix, unchangeable, unchangeable, unchangeable. This is the literal meaning of constant sum theory, friends. So he says power is constant. Let's say power is like this mug. जो mug है, this is power. अब ये mug एक ही है. This mug is one. It is constant. It is fixed. It is one, unchangeable. You cannot make it a 2 mug, 3 mug, 4 mug. And the people fights to get this mug, that is power, and they fight with each other, in which one group which emerges winner takes this mug, they takes the power, and the loser they'll remain powerless, because the mug now belongs, the power is like a World Cup. Every group is fighting to get this World Cup, but obviously one will win and other will loses. So the winner, because cup is only one, it is constant, it is fixed, and it is unchangeable. So one group who gets the power at the cost of others. So one is powerful at the cost of other powerless guys. तो पावर इज फिक्स, पावर फिक्स है, इसको बदल नहीं सकते, उसको पाने के लिए लोग लड़ाई करते हैं. एंड वन ग्रुप इमर्जेस पावरफुल, दे टेक्स द पावर एट द कॉस्ट ऑफ अदर्स, इज कॉल्ड कांस्टेंट सम थ्योरी. So if you want to write how what you will write, so in writing we can say, see, constant sum power argues that power is used to further the sectional interest of the power holders which are in conflict with the interest of those who those subject to that power. So what this theory says, this theory says that power is constant. Power is constant, and to get it, to get it, groups fight with each other, fight with each other, in which the winner takes the power at the cost of others. So the quantity, the quantum, the shape and size of power is fixed, and one group always takes the power at the cost of others. यही है constant sum theory. Power constant है, उसके लिए लोग लड़ाई करते हैं to get it, and one gets the power always at the cost of others because power is constant. This was said by Karl Marx. Now, what is the source of power? As you know, if you have attended the previous sessions, you can easily identify that all power comes from the virtue of money, or that is economic power. Money or economy is the source of all power. Those who have money, they takes all sort of powers of the society. So those who have money, they control all sort of power of the society, be it physical power, be it police power, be it military power. All the power remains with one power, that is called money. So money is the source of all power. And those who do not have money, or they do not have control over economy, they do not have control over any other source of power. This is called the theory of power, constant sum theory of power, proposed by Karl Marx. Same thing continued by Ralph Dahrendorf, another thinker who is also supporter of constant sum theory. Ralph Dahrendorf is another thinker who supports this theory. Ralph Dahrendorf, who said that there are two groups in the society. He said always there are two groups found in society. One is called those who holds the authority, एक जिनके पास authority होती है, and those who do not have authority, One those who have authority, and one those who do not have authority. We have always two groups in the society. One, those who hold authority, and one, those who do not hold authority. And those who hold authority, they try to always keep that authority with themselves. They never want to share with anybody. Whereas those who do not have authority, they always try to, get that authority. So both fights with each other, and one always get the authority at the cost of others. This is constant sum theory said by Karl Marx, that there are always two groups in the society. One, those who controls economy, they controls all the power. Power is constant. Power cannot be shared with anybody. एक को मिलेगा तो दूसरे को नहीं मिलेगा. And those who remains powerless, they try to get it. That is what the society have a conflict. So that is why Karl Marx is a conflictist. And Dahrendorf also supports, yes, that there are always two groups in the society, those who have authority and those who do not have authority. And those who have authority, they always try to control that authority. They never want to share with anybody. Whereas those who do not have authority, they try to get it. This is, friends, called constant sum theory of power. I hope I am able to make you understand that what exactly constant sum power is. Then in the criticism of constant sum theory, another theory came, and that is called variable sum theory. Variable sum theory. This theory was proposed by Talcott Parsons, a great American sociologist, Talcott Parsons. Parsons do not agree with Karl Marx. He said that cake power is not like a cake or a constant. वो रोटी की तरह नहीं है कि एक खा रहा है तो दूसरा खाए बिना मर रहा है. It's not that. He said it's like a balloon. It's a variable. Variable का मतलब होता है जो छोटा बड़ा ज्यादा कम हो सकता है. कभी ज्यादा हो जाएगा, कभी कम हो जाएगा. Variable का मतलब होता है that the size is not constant or fixed. It is changeable. So variable means not fixed or changeable. जो बदल सकता है. So he said कि why you are saying that power is fixed और एक को मिलेगा तो दूसरा खाए भी नहीं मरेगा. ऐसा नहीं है. Power is something which is expendable. बताता हूँ आपको. आपको बड़ा अच्छा लगेगा वेबर का थ्योरी और सॉरी पार्सन्स का. So पार्सन्स कहता है कि it is expendable. How? He says that the source of power is value. The source of power is value. And value क्या है? Those desired act which is considered as good for the society. Values which are good for the society. Which is considered as good for the society. जो सोसाइटी के लिए अच्छा है. अब क्वेश्चन है कि सोसाइटी के लिए जो भी अच्छा है वो वैल्यू है. तो लेट्स से like अभी let's say there are like few things, let's say two things are considered as good for the society. I will explain you. Two things are considered as good for the society. तो पावर का जो सोर्स होगा वो दो होगा. अगर दो लोग अच्छा काम कर रहे हैं सोसाइटी के लिए तो दो लोगों के पास पावर होगा. लेकिन कल को लगता है कि नहीं फोर थिंग्स आर गुड फॉर द सोसाइटी तो फिर फोर वैल्यूज से फोर पावरफुल लोग निकलेंगे. फिर लेटर इफ एट थिंग्स आर कंसिडर्ड एज गुड फॉर द सोसाइटी सो इट विल गिव बर्थ टू एट पावरफुल पीपल. तो जितना ज्यादा वैल्यू एक्सपेंड करेगा उतना ही ज्यादा पावर एक्सपेंड करेगा. और nobody gets power at the cost of others. At the same time, many people can be powerful. It's not that one becomes power at the cost of others. At the same time, many people can be powerful. I will give you an example in three sectors. One, politics. ओए, ये क्या हो गया? So guys, I will give you example of politics. So in politics, in the ancient or medieval time, there was one person who had all the power, that is king. Except king, nobody was powerful, only king was powerful. Why? Because he was confirming a value that is called, he used to safeguard the life and property of the people. जान और माल की रक्षा करता था. So since one person was confirming values of life and property, so he was only powerful in the society. As the time passes, economy, religion, culture, arts, sports, and education, and many these things emerged as the values of the society. इनको भी बहुत है. So now we have hundreds of people, they are very powerful in this country. कहते हैं ना फोर्ब्स के लिस्ट में टॉप पावरफुल के लिस्ट में ये टॉप 10 है, ये टॉप 20 है, टॉप 30 है. पहले तो ऐसा नहीं था. पहले तो एक ही बंदा पावरफुल था, दैट इज किंग. क्या मेडिवल में भी टॉप 20 टॉप 30 पावरफुल लोग होते होंगे? एक किंग है, बाकी वो सबके गले कटवा देता था. नाउ वी हैव 20 30 40 पीपल हु आर वेरी पावरफुल. व्हाई? बिकॉज द वैल्यू सिस्टम हैज एक्सपेंडेड. ये वैल्यू सिस्टम में एक्सपेंड कर गया है. So when the value system has expanded, so does the power has also expanded. तो जैसे पावर का जो सोर्स है, let me tell you. He says that the source of power is value. पावर का जो सोर्स है वो वैल्यू है, और वैल्यू क्या है? एक्सपेंडेबल है, एक्सपेंडेबल है। तो जब वैल्यू एक्सपेंडेबल है तो पावर भी एक्सपेंडेबल है। अब नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन कम्स इज दैट, सो व्हाई, व्हाट इज वैल्यू? वैल्यूज व्हिच इज कंसीडर्ड गुड फॉर द सोसाइटी, आपको सोसाइटी का कुछ भला करना पड़ेगा। सो those who conforms values, those persons who conforms values better than others, they get the power. Those who conforms values better than others, they get power. And since values keeps on expanding, तो जितने लोग उसको वैल्यूज को कंफर्म करेंगे उससे पावरफुल होते जाएंगे। We take one example in economy. Earlier, during British period, we have only 3 powerful people in economics, and you must have heard in history, that is Tata, Birla, and Bajaj. These 3 people during British period used to confirm the values of economy. Now we have Reliance, Chettiar, Poddar, Adani, Ambani. Now we have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of billionaires. And not hundreds, but hundreds तो होंगे ही. So don't you think so? Earlier we have only 3 people in economic zone who were powerful. Now we have more than, like at least there must be around 100 people. They must be equally very, like they have lots of money, like Tata, Birla and Bajaj. They are also very powerful. So क्या टाटा बिरला बजाज के पास जो पावर है वो दूसरे आज 100 लोगों के पास उतना पावर है? So can we say that because 100 people have become powerful, टाटा बिरला बजाज का पावर कम हो गया? जितने लोग इकोनॉमिक वैल्यूज को कंफर्म करेंगे उतने लोग पावरफुल होते जाएंगे। अभी ओयो है, तो भी है फ्लिपकार्ट, तो ये कार्ड वो कार्ड, लॉट ऑफ पीपल आर पावरफुल। सो जितने लोग इकोनॉमिक वैल्यू को, पहले 3 लोग कंफर्म किया इकोनॉमिक वैल्यू को, सो देयर वर 3 पावरफुल पीपल। नाउ वी हैव हंड्रेड्स ऑफ पीपल आर कंफर्मिंग इकोनॉमिक वैल्यू, सो नाउ वी हैव हंड्रेड ऑफ पीपल आर पावरफुल। सो कोई भी किसी के कॉस्ट पे, एज द कांस्टेंट सम थ्योरी सेज कि सब कोई एक दूसरे के कॉस्ट पे ग्रो करता है, कोई किसी के कॉस्ट पे ग्रो नहीं करता। सेम अप्लाई ऑन दिस पॉलिटिक्स आल्सो। Along with our prime minister, we have our home minister is very powerful, यूपी का सीएम is very powerful, बंगाल की सीएम is very powerful. So ऐसा नहीं कि only one Narendra Modi is powerful and remaining all are powerless in the country. RSS is also powerful. सोनिया गांधी is very powerful. You may not be knowing. सोनिया गांधी, कल राहुल गांधी पंजाब गए थे और सारे लोग हाथ बांध के, उनका सीएम खड़ा है। एक सीएम इज अ वेरी पावरफुल पोस्ट। एक सीएम अगर किसी बंदे के पीछे हाथ बांध के खड़ा है तो ही इज ऑल्सो वेरी पावरफुल। सो क्वेश्चन इज दैट कि एक बंदे के पावरफुल हो जाने से दूसरा पावरलेस थोड़ी हो जाता है। So variable sum theory says that since the values are expendable, so does the power. And those who conforms the values, they get the power. Since number of people can conform the values, number one, values are expendable. Second, the number of people who conforms the values do not have a limitations. Many people can conform the values. आज विराट कोहली भी पावरफुल है, रोहित शर्मा भी पावरफुल है, केएल राहुल भी पावरफुल है, पीवी सिंधु भी पावरफुल है. So in the sports sector also, you look at so many people are powerful. Similarly in the film industry also. So कोई एक बंदा किसी के कॉस्ट पे पावरफुल नहीं होता, सब एक दूसरे, कोई किसी के कॉस्ट पे पावरफुल नहीं होता, सब मिल के काम करते हैं, and that is what the power is. So friends, this is what the constant sum theory of power is. Okay, this is called constant sum theory of power. अब so second is constant sum theory power. तो वेबर के पार्सन्स कहता है कि जितने ज्यादा वैल्यूज का एक्सपेंशन होता है उतना ज्यादा पावर का एक्सपेंशन होता है, और जितने लोग वैल्यूज को कंफर्म करते हैं उतने लोग पावरफुल हो जाते हैं. नोबडी ग्रोज एट द कॉस्ट ऑफ ईच अदर. दिस इज कॉल्ड दैट वेरिएबल सम थ्योरी ऑफ पावर. आई एम श्योर यू आर एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस. यूट्यूब सेशन में एक प्रॉब्लम रहती है कि मैं आपसे इंटरेक्ट नहीं कर सकता, तो मुझे ये एग्जैक्टली नहीं पता चलता है कि माई स्पीड इज स्लो और फास्ट, आप बहुत आसानी से समझ रहे हो कि नहीं, ये सब चीज़ें नहीं पता चलती, ठीक है ना. बट बिकॉज आई एम टीचिंग दिस सब्जेक्ट फ्रॉम लास्ट 20 years. आई मेक श्योर कि बहुत आराम से इजी लैंग्वेज में मैं चीज़ों को समझाऊँ आपको. सो होप यू आर गेटिंग. नाउ द थर्ड थ्योरी फ्रेंड्स इज कॉल्ड एलीट थ्योरी. तो फर्स्ट इज कांस्टेंट सम थ्योरी जो कहता है पावर फिक्स है. वेरिएबल सम थ्योरी कहता है कि नहीं पावर फिक्स नहीं, ये बदलता रहता है. तो थर्ड थ्योरी इज एलीट थ्योरी. तो सबसे पहले तो एलीट होता क्या है, एंड ये सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट है सोशियोलॉजी में. दिस इज द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थ्योरी, एलीट थ्योरी. So guys, elite theory was supported by first Machiavelli, okay, Machiavelli, Machiavelli, second by Pareto, then Mosca, then C.W. Mills. These people are supporters of elite theory. So let me start with first one, that is Machiavelli's theory. Machiavelli is in political science. So first of all, I will explain you what exactly elite is. बहुत जगह सुना होगा elite stores होते हैं, elite players होते हैं. In our BCCI we have elite players का एक group होता है. So elite कौन होता है? So there are three types of people in the society we have. In our society we have three types of people. One is called common man, जो अपनी रोजी रोटी में व्यस्त है, common man. Second is rich, powerful and influential. And third समझो कौन है? Third is the elite. Society की hierarchy पर there are few people, there are very few people who are called as elite. Elite कौन है? सबके बाप के बाप हैं. Elites are those people who are extremely powerful, extremely powerful and influential. Extremely. तो ऐसा समझो कि these are those people sitting on the top of any sector or every sector who on their wish and whims they can shake the entire sector. जो अपनी बात से अपने एक्शन से पूरी सोसाइटी को या उस सेक्टर को हिला दें, and that is called elites. So elites are not merely rich, powerful and influential. They are super influential, super powerful and वो जो पूरे कहते हैं ना जो अपनी उंगली से उस सेक्टर को नचाता है. उसने कुछ कह दिया और भूचाल आ जाएगा. उसने कुछ कर दिया, सबको नोटिस कर रहा है. सो एलिट्स जो होते हैं वो सबके बापों के बाप होते हैं. दैट इज कॉल्ड एलिट्स. I hope you are able to understand between difference between rich, powerful, and influencer and elites. They are very few people. Like you take in politics, we have Sonia Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi, Modi, Shah. बस मे बी एक दो लोग और. दे आर सुपर इन्फ्लुएंशियल पीपल. इसका मतलब नहीं कि ऑल कैबिनेट मिनिस्टर, ऑल द मिनिस्टर, ऑल द चीफ मिनिस्टर्स आर नॉट एलिट्स. ऑल द मिनिस्टर्स एंड चीफ मिनिस्टर्स कम्स हियर. दे आर सुपर पीपल. दे आर कॉल्ड एज एलिट्स. वो सुपर लोग में होते हैं. ऐसे 5-6 लोग होते हैं. ऐसे 5-6 लोग स्पोर्ट्स में होगा. ऐसे 5-6 लोग आपको इकोनॉमिक्स में मिलेगा, इकोनॉमिक सेक्टर में मिलेगा. ऐसे 5-6 लोग आपको स्पोर्ट्स में, एंटरटेनमेंट में, हर जगह ये 5-6 लोग होते हैं. जो देखते हैं ना, सलमान खान ने पूरा करियर ही बर्बाद कर दिया उसका. क्या नाम है वो जो विवेक ओबराय का. इतना इन्फ्लुएंशियल है कि अगर कह देगा कोई मूवीज को नहीं देना है तो कोई नहीं देगा. दे आर दैट एलिट. So this theory was supported by Machiavelli and then it was later followed by many. Machiavelli क्या कहता है कि in every society there are two types of elites. अच्छा, elite theory क्या कहता है? Elite theory का एक सबसे बड़ा खासियत है. Elite theory कहती है कि the common man has nothing to do with power, has nothing to do. वो अपनी रोजी रोटी में nothing to do with power. इन लोगों का कोई लेना देना नहीं है किसी भी चीज से. इनको कोई भी लेना देना नहीं होता किसी भी चीज से. They have nothing. वो अपने सुबह ऑफिस जाता है, काम करता है, दुकान खोलता है. इनका पावर से कोई लेना देना नहीं है. So basically power is also always not controlled by the common man, rather it is controlled by the elites. Elites ही पावर को कंट्रोल करते हैं, जो टॉप पे बैठे लोग हैं, and they have grabbed the power. They completely controls the power and they never allows any common man to get into the power. They never allows. बताता हूँ. ये क्या कहते हैं? So Machiavelli says there are two types of elites in the society. One is called lions. आपने सुना होगा the theory of lion and foxes. So he said there are two types of elites in the society. One is lion. Who is lion? Lion are those people who are like very brave, courageous, and not only courageous, and they have a big leadership skill. And they have a great leadership skill. ये होते हैं lions. Whereas foxes are very cunning and opportunists. And these both are, they both are elites. They are not that one is elite, another is not elite. Both are elite. What happens? The power circulates between lion to foxes and foxes to lion. How? Society में दो तरह के elite होते हैं on the basis of their characteristics. One is called lions and another is called as foxes. Those who are lions, lion कौन होता है? जिसमें जो brave होता है, courageous होता है, leadership quality होती है उसमें. They are called lions. Whereas foxes are those who are cunning and opportunist. So he says that lion grabs the power by the virtue of their characteristic because they are brave, courageous and leadership. Leadership, so they grab the power. अब lion have one more tendency which is a negative tendency. वो क्या होता है कि lion not only they are brave, courageous and have leadership, ये बड़े ना अय्याश होते हैं. They are very leisure class. इनको बहुत मौज भी चाहिए. They are all into wine and women kind of things. So what happens when the lion grabs the power and they controls the power, as the time passes, I repeat, as the time passes, lion start losing their focus from the power and they get into those things, wine, women, luxury and all. When they are into wine, women and all kind of thing, that is the time foxes who are cunning and opportunist, they look at the right time and they grab the power from lion to foxes. They take the power from, अगर आपने नेशनल ज्योग्राफिक चैनल या डिस्कवरी वगैरह देखते हो, so lion has hunted, that is the power, and once they are eating, थोड़ा इधर उधर देखते हैं उसको foxes लेके भाग जाते हैं. I hope you may have seen. So foxes wait for the right time because they are cunning and opportunist. जैसे ही नजर हटी, दुर्घटना घटी, वो लेके भाग जाता है. And then they enjoy his power. Then again a lion comes, they take the power from the foxes. Again they loses their control over the power, the foxes. So basically the power revolves between, circulate between lion to foxes and foxes to lion. Foxes opportunity के कारण they grasp the power, and then the lion because of their brave and leadership quality they grasp the power. This is the theory of lion and foxes. Now friends, this same theory was continued by another political sociologist called Wilfredo Pareto. Wilfredo Pareto wrote Wilfredo Pareto proposed a theory of power which is called in his book called circulation of elites. Circulation of elites. He wrote a book, and similar to Machiavelli, he identified that in every society there are two types of elites, two elites. One he called rentiers, and second he called speculators. स्पेकुलेटर्स, दोज हु टेक रिस्क इन इकोनॉमी, लाइक जो शेयर मार्केट में पैसे लगाते हैं ना, स्पेकुलेटर्स। रेंटियर होते हैं जो कूल लोग होते हैं जो अपना बैंक में पैसे जमा करके कमाते हैं। So he said in economy we have two types of elite. One is speculators. Speculator की मैंने ये जो पेन होता है ना, ये पेन टैब का थोड़ा अपना डायनामिक्स होता है. So according to Pareto we have two types of elites. One is speculators, and second is rentiers. Rentiers वो होते हैं जो those who do not take risk, no risk taking, no risk taking people, and speculators those who take risk. So शेयर मार्केट में देखना, स्पेकुलेटर्स एंड बियर्स एंड बुल्स बोलते हैं इनको, शेयर की मार्केट। स्पेकुलेटर्स होते हैं जो एकदम जो बहुत वो करते हैं, क्या बोलते हैं उसको, क्या उसको बोलते हैं यार, वो एजम्पशंस पे पैसा लगाते हैं। अमेरिका में ये हो रहा है तो आगे 5 साल में ऐसा हो जाएगा, तो ऐसा हो जाएगा, ऐसा हो जाएगा, इसके बेस पे वो रिस्क लेते हैं और उसमें पैसा लगाते हैं। और ये जो होते हैं ये सेफ गेम खेलते हैं, सेफ गेम खेलते हैं। तो जब इनका रिस्क बढ़ जाता है तो इनको फायदा हो जाता है, जब ये सेफ खेल रहते हैं तो जो रिस्क लेने वाले हैं पावर उनके पास चला जाता है। So power moves from speculator to rentiers and rentiers to speculator. And there's a very famous line said by Pareto. UPSC में क्वेश्चन आता है. There's a very famous statement of Pareto. Please write down. Pareto says, history is, बहुत फेमस लाइन है, history is the graveyard of aristocracies. बहुत ही फेमस लाइन है दोस्तों. हिस्ट्री इज द ग्रेवयार्ड ऑफ एरिस्टोक्रेसीज. इतिहास अभिजनों का कब्रगाह है. हिस्ट्री इज द ग्रेवयार्ड ऑफ एरिस्टोक्रेसीज. इस पे कमेंट करने के लिए यूपीएससी में क्वेश्चन आता है. ठीक है गाइस. सो Pareto says there are two types of elites are found. One is speculator, another is rentier. So in the next class I will continue this same. So thank you so much guys for watching this, and I'm sure you must be, as I have said, if you want to take my regular classes, बहुत होते हैं those who want to attend the regular classes. For that you need to enroll with this code called DSO21. DSO21 is my referral code, and my classes every day starts at 8:30 a.m. in the morning and 11 a.m. Two classes, one is in Hindi medium and another is in English medium. So whenever you wish you can join. As again I am telling you that you cannot get a better platform than Unacademy to meet your civil services needs. It is such a wonderful platform, not because I am teaching on this, because few years back I have also a lot of apprehension online में कैसे चलेगा and बच्चे how they will interact. But this is such a next generation, I'm telling you, this is a very next generation technology. Every possible thing for which you need to come to Delhi, it is available on this platform. So I will request you that if you want to take sociology, if you want to prepare civil services, by taking sociology, you are most welcome to my classes at 8:30 morning, and special classes I will keep on conducting. So you will get the notification. Thank you so much for watching me, and I'm sure that God will bless your dreams if you are working hard. We are all there to provide our best of the guidance so that you can crack the exam in whichsoever village and the city and wherever you are sitting. So I'm sure this world is becoming more and more onto the laptop and the work from home. So if the world is working and earning from the work from home, why not you can prepare from your home. So our all knowledge, our all assistance is available for you, and I'm sure it will certainly benefit to crack this exam. So come on and let's crack it. Thank you so much.